Hey everyone, Kane here, and in this video we're gonna talk about sieging and or defending cities. It really depends what kind of a way you're going to be viewing this video. So, I have attacked quite a few guys, and some of those guys had pretty decent wall defenses. Now, a replay at hand, I can only pick up one of them in terms of a race and a person because we have City Clash, and because we have City Clash, I already have too many replays in my activity to actually scroll down for any other race, which did the same thing. So, uh, for the matters of the video, we're just gonna use one replay and talk about it. So, sorry. What is so important or rather crucial while you're sieging or defending a city defense? So the thing is, it depends which castle level you are and what kind of tier troops the enemy has or you have. So I know for a fact that this person in particular has about 76, 70-ish million trees, perhaps like the usual ones that he can use for events and etc. In the wall defense, his trees are like about 150 million. Meaning, if you see here, 366, he has changed a set in his prisms just for city defense. And because he did that, sieging his city in particular is actually rather quite harder than it was before. Since I've sent this guy full capital in just one attack, like 60 million wall health or close, and killed all of his trees, all of his archers, no sweat. However, when he did change this prism set in particular, I cannot always finish sieging. He has like one or two trees left alive. And that's pretty much because look at the amount of health that they have, and he has friggin' incredible resistances. So if I don't proc my mage skills properly, if some of them get CC'd, etc., I lose a lot of like those magic resistance removals, and as well, of course, he has 100% healing received and some enemy crit rate reduction, so sometimes my stuff doesn't hit as hard. So if you can see, the tankiness doesn't look like it's huge, but as you can see, the dragon does heal quite a lot. Now, I do think Gan dies very early on every single time. Yeah, dies pretty early every single time, and the dragon is the issue. So I've tried various formations. Sometimes it works, sometimes it not. Sometimes I one charge this dragon and the fight is almost instant. So what should you do? What kind of heroes you should put? So in terms of his case, he can only put 5 heroes at the moment. So he's putting Avril, which is okay because she's one of the stronger, I suppose, heroes to put in wall defense with the Arcane 8 with the burn effect. In terms of around my own core power, which would be like 12 million ish, something like that. The same for Valkyrie. They do incredible amounts of damage, even having very low attack. So if you put sorry guys, so even if you put Avril with like 2 million attack or Valkyrie with like 3 million, sure, they're not going to explode the entire enemy field, but if the person doesn't have a proper like DPS field that can do a lot of damage or heal army, you're like the enemy or the person sieging you is going to lose quite a lot, since they won't be able to pass your front line as well. So for example, if I didn't have all of these DPSs, I wouldn't really pass these trees, and since I wouldn't pass trees, I wouldn't majority of the time kill mages or finish them off after invincibilities. My field, my skeletons would start dropping, and in some fights, when I didn't really split my DPS, they were actually falling. So yeah, making proper formations is kind of a must. and overpowering the health of the front line in wall defense can actually make a pretty huge difference. Now, I don't. Oh yeah, so he did put his Avalon in here with what he's using. So, the main prism is for troop attack and healing efficacy, and literally every other one is in increased troops HP. So, the main one on literally all heroes except 5 is troop attack, and all the rest, the mini ones, are on troop HP. Now he does have 4 other heroes, and I do. Oh, so Rufio he also placed with the same Gan also with the same. So he only has 2 heroes that he puts Valkyrie with Arcanist, and I believe. Oh, so he even doesn't have his Avril with the wave power, which probably is a pretty huge mistake in my book. So basically, he has only Valkyrie, and literally every single other prism is with troop attack and then troop HP. And that is what kind of makes it a bit harder for me to siege. Now, if he was level 50, he would be able to put, I think, like 5 more heroes. If he would manage like proper prism setups, etc., like I suppose magic attack bonuses for the archers, I suppose like health percentages for trees, all of that kind of stuff. I don't think I would be able to full clear it or full clear his wall in one shot, and just I would have to keep hitting him to actually remove trees until I'm able to fully finish a broken, I suppose, city defense formation. So in such a case, that is probably one of the stronger formations that somebody can do. Now, in terms of Sylph, I can beat a Sylph formation rather quite easy, again, because I have pretty good heroes. I've seen some people do something like this for a human formation, and those friggin' swordmen weren't dying. They were dying, but Virion was reviving them. And in majority of the cases, the human archers actually do incredible amounts of damage to, let's say, the lich skeletons, which I'm using, or blade masters, which I'm also using, more so than that of, let's say, Sylvani archers. Now, if I was Sylvani and I was using trees to siege, then the Sylvani archers would one-shot my front line. However, since I'm using the smaller units, they don't really do that much damage. So it really comes down to races, really comes down to what you want to use and what you want to gain from this. But personally, I can't even do it myself or use it myself because we have a slight war in our realm. So like I don't even have any wall defense. Pretty much some people wanted to get my role. I didn't give it, and now I'm sending pretty much solo like 20 people to capital on a daily basis because some I suppose money spender decided that I deserve capital treatment, and he doesn't even give a damn about like 20 of his members, even Chinese members in his own group. So have to I suppose participate in a war at the moment, but I can still make videos during that. So honestly, that was something pretty decent which the people came up with, and I don't think it can be used for many races, but I think it works pretty much wonders in terms of the Sylvani, in terms of the let's say humans. But there is also another thing. So the lich skeletons or lich race can use the summoners to revive tier 19 army. Now I've seen another guy which is a lot lower core than me. 1 second, let me find him. uh should be here somewhere, not sure. Yeah, so this guy. So he's Castle 50. He's not really that high in Dual Tower, But I think this guy should be about my core power, about 12 million if he upgraded his pet or whatever. He has tier 19 skeleton mages in his wall defense, and he does the same exact trick as I've shown in the fight with the Sylvari player. And his skeletons have like 10 million HP, and his Lich mages have 20 million attack. Tier 19 mages had 20 million attack, and I wasn't able to beat his wall defense. Like, I've lost more than half of my field, and I cleared almost entire field of his, but I didn't really touch the wall. Now the thing is, he has upgraded majority of the research in terms of the Lich army. So even if I would keep hitting them and keep destroying them, about 80 or 90% of the skeletons would just keep reviving. And basically, I'm just wasting resources, potions, dragon energy, attacking such a wall and suffering almost more than half of my field's casualties and sometimes the dragon. So, something like this, a setup like this, maybe you can even more properly manage the prism sets as well, in terms of just going to heroes, right? Going into a hero sets switch and just put one of these sets in terms of your wall defense matters, and just one click whenever you go to sleep or something, so not that many people would be able to siege you down. Now of course the high spenders will still be able to do that to you, but people around your core power would have a harder time for something like this to happen. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you found it useful, and if you did, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay safe out there.